Yeah, have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling weirdly guilty, even though you didn't do anything wrong? Like somehow, in 10 minutes, they made you doubt your memory, your tone, your intentions, even your sanity. That's not overthinking. That's a signal. And if you can spot a manipulative person fast, you don't just protect your time, you protect your identity. So here are the psychology-backed signs to notice, quickly. 1. They rush emotional closeness, then cash it in. Pay attention to speed. A manipulative person often tries to skip normal trust building. They'll overshare early. They'll call you different. They'll say, "I've never told anyone this." And it feels flattering, warm, special. But psychologically, this is called forced intimacy. It hijacks your empathy. Because once you feel bonded, your brain starts using consistency bias. You think, if I'm close to them, I should act like someone who cares. So when they later ask for favors, forgiveness, loyalty, silence, you comply to stay consistent with the connection they rushed you into. Real closeness grows slowly. Manipulative closeness arrives with a deadline. 2. They make you explain yourself for normal boundaries. Say something simple like, "I can't today." Watch what happens. A healthy person hears a boundary and adjusts. A manipulative person hears a boundary and puts you on trial. They'll ask, "Why not? What are you doing that's so important? So you're choosing that over me?" This works because of guilt conditioning. If every boundary triggers conflict, your brain learns boundaries are dangerous. So next time you don't say no, you say maybe. You soften it. You over-explain. And that's the goal. Because people who over-explain are easier to control. Not because they're weak, because they're conscientious. 3. They rewrite reality when it doesn't benefit them. This one is the most toxic because it targets your perception. You bring up something they said. They reply, "I never said that." You mention how they reacted. They say, "You're too sensitive." Classic gaslighting isn't just lying. It's making you doubt your internal compass. Over time, you stop trusting your memory. You start outsourcing reality to them. And here's the scary part. The more confused you get, the more you cling. Because uncertainty creates anxiety, and anxiety makes you seek closure. So you try harder, you talk more, you apologize more. And suddenly, you're the one working to keep peace with the person causing chaos. 4. They use tiny tests to see what you'll tolerate. Manipulation rarely starts with something huge. It starts with small violations, a joke that crosses the line, a private detail shared accidentally, a subtle insult, then, "Relax, I'm kidding." Psychology calls this boundary testing. They're gathering data. If you let the small things slide, they learn your threshold, and your brain plays a trick on you called normalization. What felt shocking on day 1 feels not that bad by day 20. The test isn't the joke. The test is your reaction. If you feel that tiny sting and then feel pressured to laugh, pay attention. Your nervous system is catching something your logic is trying to excuse. 5. They flip the roles. You become the problem for reacting. This is the signature move. They hurt you. You finally speak up. And suddenly, you're dealing with their emotions instead of yours. They'll go cold, they'll get dramatic, they'll say, "Wow, I can't believe you think I'm that kind of person. After everything I've done for you, so I'm the villain now?" This is called DARVO: deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. It works because empathetic people have high emotional intelligence. They notice shifts, they want repair. So instead of holding the boundary, they start managing the manipulator's feelings. And that's how manipulation stays invisible. It turns your kindness into a leash. Now, here's the fastest shortcut to spot it all. Ask yourself one question after you interact with them. Do I feel clearer or do I feel smaller? Because healthy relationships leave you more yourself, more grounded, more calm. Manipulative relationships leave you confused, tense, guilty, and weirdly responsible for their mood. And if you want a practical rule you can use immediately, it's this. If you're constantly explaining, apologizing, second-guessing, or fixing the vibe, you're not in a connection, you're in a system. a system designed to keep you chasing approval. So the takeaway is simple but powerful. Trust patterns, not promises. Trust how you feel after the conversation, not how charming they were during it. And remember, manipulation doesn't always look like cruelty. Sometimes it looks like charisma with a hidden cost. If you want more psychology-backed decoding like this, fast, real, and useful, subscribe and stay here, because the moment you can read behavior, you stop being easy to control.